Obviously, the game on Saturday last week was very much of a learning experience for a lot of the players coming into the game. How much do you think they actually took from competing against Celtic last week?
Massive, I think. When you're coming up against the champions, you know you're going to get the ultimate test because they are the league table tells you the best team in the league last season. And you always know when you play against Celtic and Rangers and all these big clubs like Aberdeen and Hibs, you're going to get asked a lot of questions and you're going to find out more about yourselves. But we were determined we were going to go and attack that. We were going to go and try and ask Celtic questions as well. We'd like to have asked more. But certainly I think anybody that was watching it, and I've watched it back and I'm always dead honest, we answered pretty much most of the stuff that Celtic threw at us for long, long periods. We could have been a wee bit better with the ball at certain times and asked Celtic more questions. But over the course, sitting at the end, if somebody had told me that we would have felt really, really frustrated about losing 1-0 to Celtic, I'd have said that's the least that we would have taken, because that would mean that we were moving in the right direction as a team. And that's where I felt really frustrated and upset for the boys that at that moment we just didn't see that wee detail through. So that suggests that we're heading in the right direction, and we know that we're going to get better at more things now in order to try and go and ask Celtic more questions the next time we play them. So that's where we are standing today. Yeah, we learnt an awful lot about ourselves, a lot of good and a lot of stuff that we need attention to, but certainly very, very positive, very positive. But we don't want to lose games, and we want to become a team that Dundee United should be and take these clubs on.
You're going to Kilmarnock on Saturday. You've mentioned previously that the 4G pitches don't cause you really any great concern, that players have to adapt, and you've been playing on that this week. What differences do you think we can expect to see in Dundee United this Saturday from where we were last Saturday?
I don't know. I think if you watch us now, you guys may say, about our work rate and our desire and our energy, and we've got good footballers. We just want to do that consistently now. Regardless of what the conditions are, we want to be able to adapt and adjust in order to give ourselves a good chance of winning, regardless of what we're going into, whether that be 3G, bad grass pitch, great grass pitch, windy, raining, thunder, whatever. So we'll go down there to go and try and be that type of club, that type of team. So I wouldn't accept us not going down there with their qualities into any game. So Saturday's the next game. So I think you will see more of the same, but hopefully see improvements as we go along with the work that we do, of the qualities that you're already seeing.
Position with Lawrence Shankland, we've spoken about his current position there, but he's been called into the Scotland squad again. How pleasing is that for a team like Dundee United to have players there and thereabout in international football?
Oh, massively important, because surely, ultimately, that's what you want to do is help players or produce players to play at the ultimate highest level, which is international football. And if we can do that here at Dundee United, then we're definitely moving in the right direction, 100%. So we want to keep doing that, keep trying to get more and more in. We have quite a few in the youth areas. So we want to try and ultimately get more into the national team and help Scottish football progress. That's certainly my aim as a manager of Dundee United. I want to try and help more players get to that level. So Lawrence is in there at the minute. We're very proud of that, and we want to give him some company and get my driving partner and get more into that group.
I've just been having a wee look through the first team squad, and it becomes apparent that you're the the journeyman of the team, the longest stander. How does it feel to be the old boy of the squad at this particular point?
Yeah, so I made my debut. Was it 2017? I think it was. So no, I've been about for a while. I've been in and around it for a while. The first few years, I was just in the stand, a few bench appearances, didn't make much. Then we got relegated, so that was a tough one to take. Then in the Championship, we've got to the playoff finals, the semi-finals. There's been so much heartache, but personally, to finally last season get promoted, that means so much to myself and the club. I've got loads of friends that are Dundee United fans. I know how much it means to them. So it's just really good to be part of that and to finally be going the way the club should be going, a top six Premiership club. So it's good to finally get into the Premier League and strive to be in the top six and do performances as a team as a whole to get us there. So no, it's really good just now.
As a team this season, it's been structured a little bit different from the past because the team formations, I think, have changed just in about every single game, as opposed to last season when it was just kind of the same old 4-5-1 all the time. Is that difficult to adjust, or are you enjoying the challenge?
I'm enjoying the challenge myself, but I think the manager he's put it across. He's not scared to change the formation. If he whatever formation he thinks is going to win us the game, he's going to do that. And I think the boys, we've been working on it in training, all the different formations, and everyone's slotting into it fine. I mean, being a footballer, you need to be able to adapt into different positions, and you need to play more than one position. It helps the manager out and the rest of the team to get the 3 points at the end of the day. So no, it's really good we can do that. We're not scared to do that if we think we're going to benefit the team. So no, it's a good thing to have.
It's a very good partnership. Benji spoke about it last week with the goalkeeper and the defence at the moment. It's not leaking a lot of goals, and it seems to be building into a very, very good positive partnership that's happening there this season.
Yeah, definitely. Everyone's close. It's a tight group. We've been together for about nearly 2 years, the majority of the team. So we're all close. We know each other inside out. We're going to work for each other, fight for each other. I think we've just got everyone's backs, and we just want to do the best for each other at the end of the day.
I think that was probably demonstrated perhaps when you took your head knock, obviously, in the earlier game. Was it a bit disappointing to have to miss out that game, having taken a head knock?
Yeah, of course, but it was the right call from the physios and the medical staff at the club. They were brilliant with myself. I didn't know where I was when they spoke to me on the pitch at Hibs. I thought I was in Motherwell for some reason, but they made the right call, took me off. We got in the dressing room after the game. They'd done all the checks on me. They helped me out. Then the follow-up on that, the next 2 weeks, they really looked after me, made sure I wasn't back training until I was back to my fully best wealth. Because, of course, football is obviously a massive part of life, but your health as well, it plays a really big part. So I'm thankful to everyone that helped me out to get back.
Last one from me is to do with the current situation with the crowds. The crowds are due to be coming back from the 14th of September. Having played, obviously, in the first team for all these years, has it been difficult for you as a player to turn up and play games with nobody there?
It's been strange anyway. It's been different. It's not the same. Football's you go out to start the game. All the fans are there cheering you on. You score a goal, the full of Tannadice usually erupts, but it's only about 30 of us in the stadium. So it has been difficult at times. And sometimes when you're not winning, the fans, they can pick you up, give that extra bit of life. You get that extra yard into tackles. It's been different, but it'll be really good when the fans are back and get back in Tannadice, get it rocking again.